Hi guys, Dr. Jam. So I just woke up this morning. This is like 6:55 a.m. and then it struck my mind. I feel like I should drop this video because it's going to be useful, especially for upcoming entrepreneurs. Okay, people are just growing in their business. Because I know you're going to make money. You know, the population is there, the platform is there, the raw materials are there. If you know what you're doing, then you're expected to make money from the value you are creating. Okay, but while making money, it is very important you take note of some of these things I'm going to talk about on this video, because you cannot learn this from any business school. It is from experience, right? No, because I don't want your story to look like that one that they'll say this man was once rich. I want to get to a point where you can hit your chest and say, I know what I'm doing and I can never be broke. Okay, so while growing in your business, you have to ensure that you have to know that you cannot do everything by yourself. So you need to begin to delegate responsibilities. Now, if your business still remain at the point where you do everything yourself, from the procurement, to the production, to the sales, logistics, then that means your business is still at the ordinary level, right? Yeah, it is not a crime, but you have to grow. You have to get yourself to a point where you delegate responsibility. You have an admin officer, you have a procurement manager, logistics, you have sales staff. Now, when I took my business from where I was doing everything myself, the sales, driving like a madman to meet up, to a point where I have sales rep, I have people working for me, I have people the admin staff working at the factory, and I'm going to see them for my videos. We are in the same office. My business moved from where it was and grow in multiples of 100, in figures and in everything. Still, all the reports, they summarizes all their activities, all their report, and then bring it to my table daily. It becomes easy. At that point, you invest your time in things that can grow your business. You invest more time in how you can expand your business and move to other areas, So you need that time, okay? Secondly, you need to expand your circle of partnership, business partnership, and you watch or you withdraw from your circle of friends, especially when you are a female. For female entrepreneurs, you see those circle of friends who want to start together, you need to begin to withdraw from them. If not, they're going to pull you down, to get to a point where some of them will be thinking of how they can even destroy your marriage so that you cannot remain focused, to divide your attention. They tell now how this thing happen to me, how it take work for me. So you have to watch that also, okay? Now, thirdly, you need to invest in your health, because a lot of people they need you alive. They want to see you alive, okay? So invest in your health. Go for the general medical checkup, or regular medical checkup. I did mine yesterday and everything was all right. Now, it's not because you're sick, but because your community needs to see you alive, your family, your wife, your children need to see you alive, your staff want you alive, and of course, so for that reason, you have to remain alive. So you watch yourself, okay? Now, you need to begin to go for seminars, workshop, where you can meet up with people of like minds, where you share ideas, okay? Now, this is like expanding your network of connections with people. Don't joke with network of connections, especially with people who can, give you raw materials, supply you production materials and all those things. So you expand that circle. It's going to take you very far. Now, don't joke with any tools that is going to make your work very easy. Now, instead of investing in luxury, reinvest your profit back to the business, back to tools, back to machines, back to vehicles, vans that can make your work so easy. Forget about luxury at the initial stage, okay? The time for luxury will come. And when it is time for luxury, you will know from the figures, from your stability, you know it is time to get a house. It is time to get a luxurious car. But before then, please concentrate on your business. Invest your time on your business. Be committed to your business. Now, lastly, build your social media page. Stamp your social media presence. You're going to get a lot of customers online, and then post your activities regularly, in truth, with utmost integrity, without editing. Okay? People need to trust you. You don't just only post your work, post your successes, so that they will see that everything you are saying is not capping. You actually what? You're actually making from it. Okay? Now, do not seek for anybody's validation. Don't care about what people will say. Like, oh, you know, don't take advice from anybody. You cannot be working in NMPC and come and advise me on what to post or what I should not post. When you want to post, don't even think about what Mama Semira will think about it. Post your work regularly without anybody's validation. No, send them. They'll call it pride. Yes, accept that you have pride, or begin to have pride. And then do everything you are doing with utmost integrity, and you'll see how far you're gonna go, how far you're gonna grow. Cheers, Dr. Jan. And lastly, before I forget, those who fire you, if you get time, you fire them back. If you don't get time, forget about them and continue to what? To uphold your pride. But the most important thing is that make sure you have pride.